Happy Christmas Eve, everyone. Welcome to the latest edition of the Disney Morning Show, the Christmas Eve edition, also the Tuesday edition, also the final December 24th, 2024 edition of all time. My name is GB Mosley. I am the co-founder here at Laughing Place. That's Kyle Burbank. He's the managing editor. How you doing,
Hello.
Kyle?
I'm doing well. How about you?
What do you got planned this Christmas Eve?
My wife has a half day, so that'll be fun. We'll get to hang out and do nothing. Be warm, maybe, because it's very cold and drizzly here right now.
What did you get Rigby for Christmas?
Well, we just got her a stocking filled with treats. We also gotten some presents from others for her. She gets enough the rest of the year. We bought her some hoodies she doesn't like, but we put them on her anyway because she likes the warmth. She just doesn't like the process of putting them on. She keeps rolling on the floor like that's gonna do something.
Do you get offended when Rigby takes back the gifts that you get her?
She can't do that. She hasn't learned that skill yet.
Okay, still working on it. All right, so we're going to catch up on what's going on in the world of Disney. Not too busy, obviously, being Christmas Eve. Hopefully, have a little fun today as well. Let's get started. Or, in the words of one of my favorite YouTubers, let's go do this. All right, stock price yesterday was somewhere in the 110 neighborhood. What do you think we got today, Kyle?
Is the market open? I guess it is.
It is. It's open until I think 1 Pacific or
Oh,
one
okay.
one Eastern rather.
Uh,
Why
Come
am I
on,
asking you?
Santa Claus,
That's not how we do
111.
this anymore. I don't ask you anymore. That just came out naturally, like that's how we used to do it. But
Let's go up.
it is 112.57.
Santa Claus bump
Santa Claus bump.
rally.
Santa has been on the move since like 8 p.m. yesterday. I didn't know he got such an early start. Do you track Santa?
So I do, and I sent this to our friend Nikki because I was a bit confused. One of her newscasts said that Santa makes his journey on New Year's Eve, and so I didn't know why he was starting so early.
Did it really say on New Year's Eve?
No, they edited it, but she
Oh,
just gave me
okay.
behind the scenes. It was pretty funny.
That's really funny. Okay.
Almost hit the wrong button.
Good morning and welcome to another LP Disney Weather Report. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are as in olden days. Happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years, we all will be together. If the fates allow, hang a shining star upon the highest bough. And have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Let's get to the weather. Anaheim will be overcast today with a chance for showers this evening. Ahead of that, they'll make it to 63 degrees. Walt Disney World's high will be 71 with sunny skies. Castaway Cay is 72 today and less windy than it has been. Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point is 77 today, so off the coast, on the ship is Doobie's pick of the day. Disneyland Paris is cloudy once again this evening, and some dense fog will move in overnight. As for temperature, it's currently in the mid-40s. Tomorrow, Tokyo will once again see a high of 51, but with cloudy skies this time. Shanghai will reach 54 tomorrow and will be mostly sunny. Lastly, Hong Kong will be overcast tomorrow with temperatures resting in the mid-60s for much of the day. And that will do it for another Disney weather update. Have a great day and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.
Hi.
Hi. What's happening, Kyle?
What's happening is that Madame Leota's Somewhere Beyond gift shop opened at Disneyland yesterday, or at least a portion of it. It's kind of unclear. Um,
And
but
no
this
one can
is
go find out for themselves. So.
well, we might have a way in. We hopefully we get these are photos from Disney, but we will have someone at the park today, hopefully to get photos of it. But this is the gift shop that's at the exit of Haunted Mansion. It's themed to a carriage house that once was the home of the mansion's caretaker, but Madame Leota has taken up residence sometime later. There is a nice portrait hanging that honors Disney Imagineer Leota Toombs Thomas. And then there's a bunch of other Benji rubbing his hands, getting excited, and I thought he was trying to correct me on something. But no, there's all sorts of different candles and different items that people have, because you can now just take out your phone and be like, hey, what's this? People have found things on Amazon and Redbubble, and it's just a fun game we play now where people act like Disney didn't ever buy props from other places beforehand.
Speaking of props, do I? Yeah. Speaking of props, so this I'm going to take a moment. It's Christmas Eve. We're having some fun. Kyle will vamp for just a moment.
Well, I did say that the store was partially open. Disney says that their additional decorative work and enhancements will materialize soon. So maybe they're going to take out the Redbubble stuff and put in their own portraits or something. Who knows?
So we were watching I can't remember if it was Hallmark or maybe it was a Great America Channel, but one of those Christmas movies the other day, and we noticed there was an ornament involved. Oh, it was set in another country, so like obviously the whole princess.
It was
thing.
set in a country. Yeah, that's usually
One of those how the woman goes to see where her birth mom was and was born, and it's a country where she meets the prince, of course, and yada yada yada. So there's like a castle ornament that represents their kingdom, and it looked really familiar. So that was it. And can you see down in the lower left? We have that castle as a figure, but they sell it as an ornament too. It's just a Cinderella castle with the top chopped off, literally. The Cinderella castle with the top ripped off. Some prop master said, "This works."
I've worked on movies where they need plates for a scene. They go to Pier 1. They're not making custom plates.
Yeah, exactly. So lay off Disney.
Yeah, I mean, you can. There's certain things. I reserve judgment. I'm not saying everything in there is great because I haven't seen it for myself. But I think if you're just angry about them buying things from stores, it's like, yeah, well,
Disney should.
Not everything is worth custom making.
Disney should custom make every single little thing and never raise their prices and never be crowded, and then it's the perfect place. All right, back at Walt Disney World, the Island Tower over at the Polynesian just opened, and I was a little surprised it did not open with Christmas decor. What, they're not going to do Christmas their first season? No, they just decided let's show it to everybody without Christmas decor just so we can reveal. So they have revealed their Christmas decor over there at the Island Tower. Nothing too elaborate, but it's nice. It's themed. It fits right in. Got nice little oars over there. They have their own little Christmas tree over there, which I will get to eventually. There it is. I believe we called it tiny by Disney standards, still quite large. So very cute. And also at the Island Tower, they have, well, not at the Island Tower, but for the Island Tower, they have merchandise. It's available at Boutique, which is over in the main location, the main lobby, the Great Ceremonial House. Exclusively, they have a t-shirt, a pin, a magnet, and a coffee mug, all for sale, featuring the Island Tower at Disney's Polynesian Villas and Bungalows logo. So go check that out.
So many words.
And so Disneyland has these things called Good Neighbor hotels, which are not Disneyland Hotel, not the Pixar Place Hotel, not the Grand Californian Hotel, but all the other, not all, but many of the other hotels in the area.
Some of them are bad neighbors.
Some of them are bad neighbors. We do not recommend you stay at just any hotel over there. In fact, contact Mouse Fan Travel. They'll help you find the right one because they can book these Good Neighbor hotels as well. So anyway, for a lot of these Good Neighbor hotels that want to participate, there is a new offer, and I'll give you a list right here if you can, freeze the screen, zoom in if you need to, or read it on laughing.com. But for these Good Neighbor hotels, they are doing a fourth night free at these participating hotels when you book through the when you book a Walt Disney Travel Company package, and book now for travel from January 6th through April 10th. And our preferred hotel is not.
I see Howard Johnson Anaheim on there. Can I give you a fact and you can tell me whether or not it's fun?
You can do that.
Okay. The Howard Johnson of Anaheim is closer to the front gates of Disneyland than the Disneyland Hotel itself.
That is so much fun.
Yeah.
I hear that in my sleep. So Hotel Lulu, there it is. Hotel Lulu right here. This is where we stay almost every time we go to Disneyland Resort. So I can recommend that. They are a good neighbor. You know the best part of the Hotel Lulu?
It used to be a Red Lion.
That may be true, but it's not the best part.
Okay, what's the best part?
When you check in, they give you alcohol. They have this big vat of blue alcohol, and they pour you a cup and give it to you. I don't drink, so
that sounds perfect for us.
I don't drink, so they give me Oreo cookies. Not bad. Not bad.
It's a good substitute. I'll take it.
Yeah, I like Hotel Lulu. We enjoy staying there, and it's so close. It is closer to the front gate of Disneyland.
I don't think that one's true.
Yeah, you're probably not, but it's pretty close. It's pretty close.
Marvel Studios last summer they had a special concert at the Hollywood Bowl. It was the Marvel Studios Infinity Saga concert experience, and then next summer it's going to be going all around Europe. It'll have iconic moments from Ant-Man, Avengers, Black Panther, Captain America, and more. It'll kick off March 4th in London, which is, I realize I said summer. That is not quite summer yet, but it goes through the summer, hitting cities like Paris, Berlin, Prague, Vienna, Amsterdam, Brussels, Hamburg, Helsinki, and more. And you can find tickets on each individual venue's website.
Is March summer somewhere?
I don't think so.
I don't know how hemispheres work.
I
So.
mean, I guess technically, no. I guess it would be winter still, so it could be summer in the southern hemisphere by technicality.
Oh, so maybe okay. So you're not wrong, Kyle.
I'm never wrong. London is. Tell Londoners I said March 4th is summer.
All right. Finally, in this opening segment, although we have no review, so it's just going to be one big long segment, it looks like. But finally, in this opening segment, Disney has revealed the staggering amount they spent on the acclaimed Star Wars series Andor. And it is acclaimed. This is my favorite thing Disney has done since they purchased it. They spent $645 million on the creation of Andor, which is a Disney Plus show. That is a lot of money. That includes $290 million on the second season, which comes out April 22nd, 2025. And this was reported by Forbes because apparently when you do production in the UK and you want to get a kickback from them, or I guess it's probably investment that the government is doing to try to lure people, but I'll call it a kickback. You have to disclose a lot of information. So this disclosure came out. UK is reimbursing some of that portion. That's why they did the disclosure. So after the reimbursement, it's only $515 million, which is still a lot. But that number only goes through November of 2023, which does not include all of the season 2 production. So it actually is expected to be higher. That is a lot of dough for a TV series.
It reminds me of Harrods, the big store in London, where as you go to exit, they have little things where you can get your tax rebate if you're not a citizen of the United Kingdom.
They had that at the airport in France. Yeah.
Never used it.
Me either.
I don't buy enough stuff, I guess.
That's a lot of dough for a show. Good show, though. At least it's good.
Did you want to check our Disney top 10?
Yeah, we do. Thank you very much for that reminder.
And then I think we'll do a quick around LP before the rest.
Sounds like a good idea. All right, the Disney Plus top 10. This is what people are actually watching, not just what they're trying to pump, allegedly.
With TV14.
With TV14, let us see what we have today. Boom. Home Alone. Home Alone 2, the 1 and 2 movies, of top Christmas movies, apparently. Top 5 is All Christmas, The Santa Claus, classic from 94, Elf, Polar Express, which I still need to see someday, Nightmare Before Christmas, this new Simpsons Christmas special, oh, come on, all you faithful, Santa Claus 2, and suspiciously hanging on to the top 10.
Seriously, those two Lion Kings have been 9 and 10 for a couple weeks now, at least, maybe 3 weeks.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but those things always being 9, 10 every time we check makes me a little less confident this is the top 10 that people are actually watching on Disney Plus. Did you happen to check your non-TV14 version?
I can real quick. It doesn't take very long. I don't anticipate that there'll be anything because, if Love Actually was on there, then that R-rated Christmas classic might be ranking.
The version I saw wasn't R-rated.
It's true. I just watched a review of it by the Kelseys, Travis, Jason, and then his wife Kelsey.
Kelsey?
Kylie Kelsey, and it was pretty funny. Jason did not like it as much as his wife did. It looks like the same to me. I don't see any other R-rated.
No Wolverine and why do I have such a hard time? Deadpool in there. Okay.
So admittedly, this one just shows how arbitrary our categories are because it's not really an inside and around LP. It's just a news post. But if you want to learn more about A Complete Unknown, the new Bob Dylan biopic coming from Searchlight on Christmas Day, they released a video of a panel You can find that on the Oscars YouTube channel, or you can check it out on Laughing Place. So Tony wrote it up for us. It's not exactly what I thought it was when I put it here. If I would have checked the byline, I would have known that. But we need a different segment. We need to watch them spinning around. So that's why it's in Around LP.
Oh, you don't have to admit everything. Just
That's okay.
cool.
I got to be transparent with you.
That's true.
As people will hear on something that maybe we'll announce later, because I realized we only announced it on the members only stream. But yeah.
Authenticity is everything. Okay.
And the rest.
And the rest. This is where we do stuff that could have been what's happening, but it's not quite as important, and we don't give it quite as much time, except when we do. Popsicles. New Disney character treats from Popsicle. Popsicle's a brand?
Yeah. I mean, I think a popsicle is a separate thing. I don't think it's like a Kleenex situation, but I think, at least I don't think so. Now I'm questioning life. What if all my life I didn't realize that popsicle, like I knew that it was a brand name, but I don't know if the generic came first, or if it's if we've all been mind Windexed.
The original brand Popsicle. I have a feeling it's just like frozen treat. Can someone do some research on Popsicle? And anyway, early next year, Disney themed Popsicle products are hitting grocery stores. This will be in January. Both classic ice pops and frozen confection bars. And they are inspired by Marvel's Spider-Man, Toy Story's Buzz Lightyear, Frozen's Olaf, and The Mandalorian, and Grogu.
My pick here would be the Buzz Lightyear, because I don't really care for those type of whatever those are.
I do not like frozen ice pops. I definitely would pick the what is the word they use for them? The frozen confections over the frozen ice pops.
Interesting.
Just like second on ice. It's not that exciting.
It's flavored ice. Over at Shanghai, we talked about yesterday how you can visit Shanghai a bit easier. But there's they announced this back in September, but they launched it yesterday on Christmas Adam of all days. But now you need to have your real name when you buy a Shanghai Disney ticket, because they're going to check your ID. So if you live in China, there are certain IDs that are available. Or if you are buying a ticket overseas like us, then you would just use your passport, and this applies for children as well. In fact, if you're buying a ticket for a guest under 3, they're eligible for free admission, but the parents must arrive with valid government ID for the child.
Wow.
So presumably they must have had an issue of people reselling tickets, and they're trying to crack down on that. And also, as a reminder, I thought this was interesting. Any guest under the age of 16 must be accompanied by someone over the age of 16 when visiting the resort. So I think in the States, it's technically 14. So it's got to be a little bit older to go to Shanghai Disney.
So they have a problem with the hoodlums over there. Like Knott's Berry Farm did that thing. I think that's what's going on. Over in Hollywood, back in America, when Mufasa concludes its run at the world-famous El Capitan Theater in Hollywood, California, guess what's coming back? Moana 2 for a limited engagement. It will be there January 10th through February 2nd. That means you get to get your picture taken with the Moana and Maui statue photo op. And before the film starts, lights will dance and curtains rise for the Moana 2 themed curtain show, which you can watch right here. Or you can go to the El Capitan and watch it in person, which is even
probably
more
a little
exciting.
bit more exciting there.
Yeah, a little bit more exciting. Also, these things tend not to be that busy, so you probably can get a better seat. So go down there, see Moana 2, catch the curtain show, get your picture, and help Moana 2 beat Wicked to become the 3rd highest grossing movie of 2024.
There you go. So over at the Disneyland Resort, we saw a test of the new gates that they're going to be having earlier, and now the first section has opened at Disneyland. So as a reminder, these will be the automated gates that eventually the cast member won't be there to scan your ticket and take a photo of you like they do now, even though they have the new gates, they're still using the old system. But you'll be able to tap your magic band or your media, and it'll be like, you're good. They'll still have cast members stationed there in case there's any problems. But yeah, that'll happen in 2025, but the new gates are going to be slowly rolling out.
And thank you to Wonders of Magic for posting that TikTok.
TikTok. Yep.
The fun stuff.
You know what's fun, Kyle?
What's fun?
Fozzie Bear.
He is fun.
Let's see what he has to say.
Hiya, hiya, hiya. Fozzie Bear here.
wishing all our friends at DVC a very safe and happy holiday season and a hilarious start to 2025. Hey, which reminds me, have I told you about the dizzy reindeer with the light bulb in his nose? Yeah, it made him lightheaded. Get it? Lightheaded? Oh, or how about this one? Why did no one let the snowman plan the New Year's Eve party? Because he always drops the ball at midnight. Waka, waka, waka. Anyway, happy holidays, DVC, from all of us at the Muppets.
So
It's so cool if they have a Muppet-themed DVC resort. Oh, wait, what? They don't. That's not a thing?
that's right. I couldn't hear that actually. So, but I presume he was telling you as a Disney Vacation member that you get a special holiday message.
He told some good. I thought they should have used Fozzie for Disney Cruise Line in honor of Lookout Key at Lighthouse Point and the Waka Waka Waka.
That makes sense. So let's check out some of these comments. I think that's the funnest part of this. I'm sure that's why Kyle put this in here. Disney Vacation Club says, hashtag that magical feeling when Disney Vacation Club members receive good tidings and delightfully bad jokes from Fozzie Bear on behalf of everyone at the Muppets. And then other people comment, save Muppet Vision 3D. Save Muppet Vision for Christmas, please. Muppet Vision 3D, move to Sunset Theater, please. You could have given us the greatest gift of all of telling us when you're moving Muppet Vision, where you're moving it. Please move Muppet Vision 3D instead of closing it. Oh, Merry Christmas. Okay, that's how long we had to go before we got to a comment that wasn't.
In news so breaking that it's the next thing on our sheet, and it wasn't at the top because it was released yesterday. But we do have a new poster for Joy to the Worlds, the new, or I guess that's, so I think the special is just called Joy to the World, but the poster says Joy to the World because they're being clever. But the new Doctor Who Christmas special will be on Disney Plus tomorrow, along with all the other stuff that we talked about in terms of the parade and the basketball games and the basketball altcast. But then in addition to that poster, there's also these are detailing some of the places you might be able to travel when you check into the Time Hotel, which is the main setting for the episode. So I thought that part was kind of fun. But yeah, if you're a Doctor Who fan or you're not, it's a Christmas special. It should stand alone to some degree, I'm sure.
I'm going to send you something, Kyle. You can ignore it till after the show.
Okay.
All right, this is the portion of the show where I show you some of the fun stuff I've been finding when I lay in bed every morning and watch TikTok. I got one today. Let me get it ready. It's actually not from today. It's from a few days ago. You've never done a Disney cruise, right?
No.
I watch a lot of vlogs. And it's fun to see people going to do trivia on the Disney cruise, especially if this is like their first Disney cruise. Because, you know, everyone who's got to the point of doing a vlog is a Disney expert. And then going to do trivia on a Disney cruise can humble you very quickly. So this is only 7 seconds long. That's it. That's all I got today.
I like the Windows startup noises.
Yes. All right, Kyle.
Are you ready to be quizzed?
I am so ready. I'm ready for
All
you.
right.
I'm ready for Chatty. I'm ready for it all.
All right. Well, today, on this day in 1937, a short debuted. That's a little head scratching when you find out what it is. It's something you've definitely heard of, but doesn't seem like something you'd release on Christmas Eve. And I don't even know if this poem is right, but let's give it a shot. In a house full of shadows and sighs, a specter would wander and rise. With no one to talk, it would silently walk, seeking out where the true answer lies.
The Ghost Hunters.
No, it's a Mickey short, or stars Mickey and some friends.
Yeah, that's what I was going for with Ghost Hunters. So.
Okay. Lonesome Ghosts.
That's what I was thinking when I said Ghost Hunter.
I figured, but it doesn't count.
That came out on Christmas Eve?
Apparently.
What the heck?
I don't know. On this day, in 1970, a Disney animated classic was released.
Classic.
You'll be able to get it with a poem. A feline from luxury's height lost her wealth one dark night. With kittens in tow, she'd escape to and fro, finding alleys in alley cat's plight.
I presume it's the Aristocats.
It is the Aristocats, yes. I have don't know if that's correct. Haven't seen the movie in a very long time.
I would have gotten that without the limerick, and it is not a classic. It is just a movie.
Yeah, they're all called classics, though. Even Dinosaur gets called a classic.
Am I a
It's just
classic?
the
Am I
title.
old? Am I old enough to be a classic now?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll take it.
And then finally, on this day in 1971, an attraction opened at Walt Disney World's Magic Kingdom, which was the only park open at the time.
Why didn't it open a month earlier with the rest of? Okay.
Because they needed to work out the technology, because this was in Tomorrowland.
That's
I have
all
no other clues for you.
no haiku. No. Roses are red, violets are blue.
I didn't know I could do attraction. I guess I could have.
You can do whatever
Yeah,
you want. It's your show. All right. 1971 did not quite make opening day. Opened in Tomorrowland. The Rocket Jets.
No. You can take another guess.
Flight to the Moon.
Flight to the Moon, Doobie. You did it.
Wow. I'm sad I have no memory of doing that at Disney. I can't imagine I didn't do it in my early years going to Disneyland, but I have no memory, which makes me sad.
But now it's time for football. Ba-ba-da, ba-ba-da, da-da-da, 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 da-da-da-da. You've seen it before. You laughed harder the second time.
I know. It's just because it sounds so much just like you doing it. I mean, okay, that's dumb. You doing it live. It doesn't transition at all. It's just like Kyle is just doing that. And something about that just cracks me up. Anyway, all right. Last week was week 16, right?
Who knows?
Yeah. Week 16. We've got 2 weeks to go. 17 games, one bye week for everybody. I beat Kyle yet again. This time I beat him by 2 games. I went 10-6. You went 12-4. I am catching up. I am
You
now.
sure you don't have that reversed?
Yes, I am sure. Why? You think I do?
No, I think I don't know. I'll have to listen back to what you said, but no, I agree that
okay.
you won. I just thought you had the winner score. I'm like, wait, 10 is
10 and
less
6.
than 12.
Yeah, you went 10-6. I went 12-4. Anyway, so I am only 6 games behind you left. There are 2 weeks left. It is not outside the realm that I could catch you, and we're going to start that this week by making our predictions. Because the games start tomorrow on Christmas Day. Why should basketball own Christmas Day? All right, Kyle, we've got the Chiefs at the Steelers.
Well, the Chiefs are dealing with some injuries, but I'm still going to take them. And it's also their 3rd game in 11 days, but whatever.
The Chiefs have everything in the bag already. It's okay for them to let the Steelers win this one. I'm going to.
No, they can get the 1 seed. Come on.
Ravens at Texans.
Ravens.
She thought it was live. See? It cracked me up. You do that drum, that cymbal so well. You said Ravens?
I did.
Me too. Seahawks at Bears.
I'm taking Seahawks.
Me too. Broncos at Bengals.
This is a little divisive. I'm gonna root for the Broncos.
Okay, this is one where I was going to take whatever you didn't because I got to catch up. So I'm going Bengals.
That's fine.
Cardinals at Rams.
Rams. Poor Cardinals getting kicked out.
They won last week though, with the last second field goal and then the walk-off. Rebecca went 12-4, to which I say last week. Rebecca's, I think, 84 now with 2 weeks to go. 84 out of over 80,000 players. Chargers, Patriots.
Chargers.
Easy pick. Colts, Giants.
Going for a horsies again.
Go for the horsies. Oh, wait, I thought that symbol was the Cowboys. Yeah, Cowboys.
Gosh, that was so funny.
So funny.
Doesn't actually exist.
That's so funny. Falcons, Commanders.
I'm gonna take the Commanders, even though
Dang
they
it. So
they did end up winning last time.
Yes, they did.
It was close. Bills.
And against a great team too. The Bills, Packers, Vikings. Oh,
This is tight.
NFC Central at Minnesota. Your Minnesota Vikings. Come on, Kyle.
I'm taking my Minnesota Vikings, but
Good.
I would not be upset if the Packers win.
I am taking the Packers. Jordan Love is the man.
Although Benji and I are both cheering for the Vikings because of they give us more Disney celebrations.
Yeah. Raiders at Saints. Too bad.
Take the Raiders.
The Saints have not
Just
scored in
gonna
over 60 minutes.
They don't know how to tank.
This is my chance to take a different team. Panthers at Bucks.
Bucks. Even though they're playing.
Panthers are playing well, but
Yeah.
not that well. All right, Titans at Jaguars.
Jags.
Yeah, that makes sense. Cowboys at Eagles. I'm taking
I'm
Cowboys.
tempted to take your Cowboys, but I guess I'll take the Eagles just for fun.
Dolphins at Browns. Two bad teams.
Yeah,
Bad teams.
not great.
I'm going Dolphins.
I'll take Dolphins too.
All right.
I think that's what I took on the actual sheet.
And finally, we were both taking the Lions over the 49ers.
Yep, 2 injured teams.
All right, lots of opportunity for me to catch up. But doesn't matter what happens, Rebecca will beat us both. Anything else you want to announce today, Kyle?
Yeah, well, first of all, I'll say that it is still a 3-show Tuesday. We have the 200th episode of Barely Necessities coming up today at 4 p.m.
Will there be cake?
What?
Will there be cake?
She might have some leftover cheesecake. I don't know if she wants to bring that up or something. But no,
On the lanai? Cheesecake on the lanai?
Yeah. And then, of course, we'll have Disney Trivia Live at 7:30 with Doobie and Gideon. But on Friday, we are launching a new old podcast on Laughing Place. It's called the Laughing Place On Balance podcast. It'll be hosted by Benjamin and myself. And yeah, it'll be a little bit different than the old podcast. It's more structured. We're going to be diving deep into Disney topics. Each show, we're going to have our own take. So we'll have like a scripted like essay that one of us will read, the other one will react, and then vice versa. We'll still discuss a little bit of news, but more taking on the Disney side of, the business side of Disney, but also having the same sort of fun we used to, just a little bit more buttoned up. And yeah, that'll be launching Friday morning. So keep an eye out for that.
All right. Can't wait for that. That will have find it on laughingplace.com, and then that'll point you to all the various ways you can get it on your podcast deliverer. Cool. Well, I think that's it for today. Thank you, Kyle, for joining me this Christmas Eve. Thank you, everyone. Hope everyone is having a Christmas Eve. Hope no one is at work today, that you're able to enjoy a day off, or at worst, a half day off. As Christmas is now just 14 hours away out here. And we will not be doing a show tomorrow, but we will be back on Thursday. So thanks for joining us. We'll see you then.
Bye.